I know I'm getting old because this was the most exciting part of the Baldur's Gate Award. The Video Game Awards. It was a good show. There was a lot to be excited about. But Sega, in a minute and a half, they announced remakes of 5 of their classic IPs that have been sitting dormant for years, for decades even. And I just lost it. Let's check this out, man. They announced a new Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Crazy Taxi. Alright, let's check out this trailer. We'll talk about it as we go. We'll talk about it some more after, but nobody was expecting this. I mean, some of us were expecting some of these remakes to happen eventually. I think the success of Bomb Rush Cyberpunk really kind of cemented that idea that, hey, Sega's gonna notice how big this game was because somebody stepped in and remade Jet Set Radio its equivalent, since they weren't willing to do it themselves, and it was this big old success. Of course, Sega was gonna notice and be like, hey, maybe we should do the same. But yeah, new Shinobi, new Golden Axe, that's the one that really surprises me. Streets of Rage, I mean, we saw part 4 a few years ago. Hold on, okay, here we go. There it is, man, Jet Set Radio, this looks awesome. And this is all early development footage, as it says. Dude, Streets of Rage 4, they went 3D with it, and it looks beautiful. Shinobi, though, it's got that, like, hand-drawn art style. I love it. Golden Axe, dude, this looks insane. This looks awesome. Crazy Taxi, you get chased by cops this time around. It looks like there's going to be a lot more to it this time, and I am all for it. So yeah, there it is. Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Crazy Taxi, and more. Notice, and more. They're bringing back all the classics. This is what we've all been saying for years. All of us old school Sega fans were like, what is Sega doing sitting on all these IPs? They've been sitting on these things for decades. Unused is just money waiting to be printed for them, right? Of course, I know it's a lot of work, it's a lot of risk, but surely now they see that there's a demand for these games. There's a big demand for retro games in general. The whole retro remake thing is just huge right now. We're seeing, tons of success and tons of just big releases these days are remakes of old games. Everybody's doing it, and this just makes me so happy. I can't tell you how excited I was when I saw this. Yeah, Jet Set Radio looks amazing. I think it's going to look even better when it's closer to release. Definitely the traversal, kind of the movement, and you see how Beat's kind of climbing up on that post. This was stuff that is a little awkward back when you go back to play the old games. It's kind of hard to control sometimes. It's a little clunky. I still love them to death though, man. I always have loved those games, and I'm just stoked to get another one. Shinobi though, I love that they kept it a 2D side-scrolling game, and it looks amazing. It's really this hand-drawn art style. You can tell it's like 24 frames a second. It looks like an animated cartoon or something. It looks so fun though. He's got the Shinobi 3 outfit on. Oh yeah. I wouldn't have minded a 3D Shinobi game. I enjoyed the Shinobi games on the PS2 back then, but man, this makes me really happy though, seeing it in this 2D style. This is gonna be right up my alley, I can already tell. And Golden Axe, dude, this looks like a third-person hack and slash action game. I don't know what it's gonna be like. Is it gonna have RPG elements? Is it gonna be Souls-like? I hope not. Is it gonna be co-op? Because I think at some point we see multiple characters on screen. Golden Axe has always been co-op. It needs to always be co-op. I take that back. That game does not count. Like I say, Golden Axe was always co-op, except for that one game that let's all forget about. I forgot about it. This looks sweet. Of course, you're riding beasts, you're playing as different characters. Oh man, we only get a few seconds of gameplay. This hurts me. Crazy Taxi though, like I say, I mean, again, the graphics look nice, updated, and it looks like there's going to be a lot more to the game. Because let's face it, guys, I love Crazy Taxi, but let's face it, it's pretty limited. There's not a lot to it. You got like 1 or 2 maps. It's the same thing every time you play it. You might pick up different people, go on different routes, try to get the highest score, try to go on for as long as you can. I think it needs more content today. Let's see some good multiplayer modes. Let's see some missions. Let's see a story mode. And I hope there's a rockin' soundtrack. Can we get some more Offspring, please? Crazy Taxi is not Crazy Taxi without the offspring. What else we got, man? This Streets of Rage. See, this is the one that surprises me more than anything. That, you know, it's because we got that Streets of Rage 4 that was so successful a few years back. It was in a 2D style, classic, side-scrolling beat-em-up. Now they're going for this whole 3D sort of arena-looking brawler. I don't know, but I'm excited. It looks nice. It looks cool. You know, I did a video on Sega games that need to make a comeback, Genesis games that need remakes years ago, and it's very bad, but at that time I had only seen footage of Streets of Rage 4 and I was like not feeling it. I was like, why don't they do something 3D? And here it is. I was also talking about Golden Axe, so this makes me very happy. I was suggesting they could do something similar to Darksiders Genesis, but I think they're onto something pretty golden. Okay guys, I'm going to bed now. Yeah, this is exciting. Good times, man. What other Sega games do you want to see brought back? Let me know your thoughts down below. There's so many great IPs that Sega's been sleeping on. This is a great sign. Of course, we got these 5 reveals, 5 teasers, but as they said, there's going to be more. Oh man, good times. I am so stoked for this. Anyways, thanks for watching today, guys. I will see you next time. Take care.